Okay, so my thing with Beyonce and Jay-Z hanging out with the Jenners is y'all made it a point not to let Kim in. Remember when Kim was dating Kanye? Kim wanted to be in. She wanted to be down more than Brandy. And then Beyonce and Jay-Z be like, nah, we're going to keep our distance. We're not even going to go to the wedding. Okay, somebody's sick. We can't make it. And now, y'all at the party. It's just weird. Now, Kris Jenner is very powerful. She got connections everywhere. But y'all are powerful. So that's all I'm saying. Is it this or is it this? What are we doing? Okay. Have y'all changed? That's all I'm saying. Where do you stand? We just want to know.
Welcome back on the channel, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. I see them and I don't take it for granted. Hit the like button. It will help others to see this video and join the conversation as well. And let me know in the comment section if you have seen the video before this particular one, because yes, if you have seen it, you will know why we're here as well. Let us talk about the internet having a full meltdown over Beyonce attending Kris Jenner's 70th birthday celebration. And as so many have claimed, that was more than just eating cakes and blowing candles. Have you guys seen the people in attendance? Please go check the last video. Like, people were in attendance. That was a room of billionaires, borderline trillionaires. Like, you guys, the room was full. But Beyonce being there was one of the least expected celebrity that people wanted to see at that party. You know, the Beyonce, one of the most private, highly respected artists in the industry. And people are not, ready to see her walking into a billionaire packed party that was held at Jeff Bezos' house. Why exactly is she getting a lot of backlash for attending Kris Jenner's party? Let's check this video out.
So now I see there's controversy surrounding Beyonce attending the birthday event of Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner, the person whose ex is a supporter of MAGA, and her daughter Kim Kardashian is also a supporter of MAGA. She's made enough implications for us to know that. And let's not act like Kris Jenner, regardless of her political ties, is not a complex and problematic person. As I've said time and time again, celebrities are not our friends. Celebrities just look out for themselves. And Beyonce has shown her cards on several occasions. People talk about her being a social activist, but how do you film and produce Black is King but then pose with a blood diamond as part of Tiffany & Company's campaign? Major correction here. So the yellow Tiffany diamond was found in the Kimberley diamond mines in South Africa under British rule. Technically, this diamond is not considered a blood diamond since the United Nations consider that, or a conflict diamond, as a gem mined in a war zone and used by militias and warlords to finance their operations. However, others argue that the definition of a blood diamond needs to be expanded. More on this in another video. Moreover, I remember her comments in the past about a slave owner falling in love with one of her ancestors, and then that's her bloodline. Ultimately, when people try to say Beyonce is the Michael Jackson of this generation, I'm like, no, because she is not as socially conscious as Michael Jackson was. Anyways, moving on. I believe if people are going to have smoke for Beyonce attending Kris Jenner's event, they also have to have smoke for these other individuals: Oprah Winfrey, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Mariah Carey, Snoop Dogg, Gayle King. They were all at the event. At the end of the day, celebrities are going to celebrity. During this time where a lot of Americans are suffering, I see all of them on mute. Y'all talk about the mute challenge, right? How I respond is withdrawing my support whenever I can. I understand wanting to be happy, and you go to a Beyonce concert and it makes you feel good. And it's okay to have joy. I'm just saying that maybe we shouldn't be supporting these artists, these celebrities as much. They're problematic people and they've shown their cards time and time again. How do you put pressure on them to be better? Withhold your dollars. Stop supporting them. Make them come to you. And lastly, remember that you do not know these people. Yes, I believe there's an argument that can be made that they owe you something because you helped get them rich, but you do not know these people. On to other matters now.
Okay, y'all, so I'm going to explain to you why y'all are so upset with Beyonce, because I see a lot of you trying to deduce to a solid point, but you guys aren't quite there. And if there's one thing I can't stand in life, it's when someone's almost there and they just can't quite get there. So I'm gonna help you get over the hump, okay? Listen to this. You guys are not upset with Beyonce and Jay-Z because of a class issue. You guys perceive the two of them to be race traders because you've bought into the idea of Black Messiah, having a Black savior, the hero's arc. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go research those three things that I just gave you, okay? The reason, but here's the thing. It's not all the way your fault that you feel betrayed, right? And I'm gonna explain to you why. Beyonce and Jay-Z have positioned themselves as the modern faces of Black radicalism for the past 10 to 15 years. I would say ever since the tragedy of Trayvon Martin getting killed, we started to notice the two of their art be infused with a lot more radical language, Black feminist language. And I think the issue that you guys are having when you see her and her husband partying it up with Jeff Bezos and the oligarchs and, of course, Kris Jenner, the issue is because of the way they've marketed themselves and positioned themselves to the general public. The general public wants to hold them accountable for the schism that everybody perceives exists within their personal brand and their outward-facing brand. Are you following? So because they've marketed themselves as the Black messiahs, right? Which, of course, is flawed, and the way that they've done that is through the myth of capitalism will save you, which we know that's a fallacy, right? This video is not about that. This video is to address the horrible takes I've been seeing, because y'all are saying it's a problem that she wants to party with her rich friends. I really don't think that that's a problem, y'all. I feel like in your hearts, you guys are feeling betrayed by her. And the reason you feel betrayed by her is because she sold herself as something to you that just happens to not be who she really is. And that's a tough pill to swallow when somebody is your fave and when someone makes art that you love and you hold near and dear to your heart. The problem is the hypocrisy in it all for the Carters, because again, they position themselves as the faces of Black radicalism. Yet Beyonce, you stand and you take a birthday IG pic with the matriarch, you see what I did there, of America's most notoriously anti-Black family. You're posing next to the Queen Mother of the family who literally only was able to touch a billy off the backs of exploiting Black labor, Black creativity, and stealing and co-opting Black female aesthetics. The very thing your brand is the antithesis of, Beyonce. That's the issue. Your brand is all about reclaiming Black aesthetics, specifically Black female aesthetics. And you're standing next to the mother of the woman who touched $1 billion off the backs of stealing and appropriating from Black women. And I think ultimately that's what the general public's issue with y'all is right now, okay? You guys are gonna have to rectify that. That's not my issue with y'all. My issue is the hypocrisy. I just wish there was more transparency about the fact that celebrities are not saviors. People are flawed. People form messy emotional attachments, and for all we know, Kris Jenner is probably like the nicest, sweetest lady. Everyone says Kim is the nicest person. Did she just announce a rollout of 15 Skim stores to be built in Israel? Yeah, she did. But I think this schism exists in all of us, right? And the sooner we recognize that, the easier it is for us to be our full selves. The easier it is for us to not feel betrayed by people that we don't even know, that we only have ever seen at a concert, on our phones while we scroll. You guys have to let go of the myth of celebrity. That was all for my TED Talk for today.
A few weeks ago, there was a creator on this app that made a whole dissertation video about Beyonce, Jay-Z, Taylor Swift, and Travis Kelce being essentially like the heads of state, reshaping the NFL for what they want, this, that, and the third. And I said, this is a bullshit video, A. B, y'all are going to start the Illuminati rumors again. Now, fast forward to a couple days ago when Kris Jenner had her 70th birthday party and Beyonce and her mom was there. All of a sudden, it's a meeting of the minds. The Illuminati. They just can't be friendly to each other. When you're at a certain level, I would expect that you would have friends and associates and colleagues at that same level. Why? Someone said, oh, they didn't have any poor people there, so it was a meeting of the minds. They have ulterior motives. Can y'all please go touch grass? Not everything has to be a fucking conspiracy. It is a milestone birthday party. She's 70 years old. Make it make fucking sense.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think y'all want to hate Beyonce. Follow me. Do I expect a billionaire to have class solidarity with me? Someone firmly planted in the middle class? No, I don't expect that of no billionaire. I don't even know if anyone should have $1 billion. I don't, give me a couple, maybe 10 mil, 15, double digit mil. $1 billion, should that even be allowed? I don't think so, based on what I've read. Based on what I've read, I would love to touch $1 million in my lifetime, though. Now, I say y'all hate Beyonce because I made a video that I definitely acknowledged was inspired by the picture of Miss Tina, Beyonce, and Kris Jenner that I saw. And it was a video more of an ode to older women in our society and showing up for them, right? I know that's the most popular picture, but it seems the entire entertainment industry, an industry notorious for throwing women away after 30, showed up for this lady's birthday party. So at some level, It is money, it is power, it is success, but it is also her, right? I think we can touch and agree. She has to have some type of charisma going on. I mentioned my own mom. I mentioned Cicely Tyson. I mentioned Ruby D. I even mentioned the snack lady in the old apartment complex that I used to live in, which is absolutely the trenches, right? I gave several examples of women across tax brackets. And the message of that video was older women who are willing to pour into their particular communities should be valued. We need them. And as I grow older, who am I going to be? And you see when those older women show up for you, you show up for them. Like that was literally, I mean, it's in 4K. The fact that that comment section has turned into fuck Beyonce, fuck Kris Jenner. Whoa. Damn. You can't even, it's, you mention certain people names and people don't even get the overall message. Fascinating.
Listen, I hate to be that person, but y'all really got to stop acting personally offended when these celebrities and rich people show their ass. People are up in arms that Beyonce attended Kris Jenner's birthday party. Baby, Beyonce is rich. Rich people hang out with other rich people. People that can relate to them. Me and you, we will never be able to relate to these people. Beyonce is also very strategic about who and what she wants you to see about her life to create this perception and narrative about how she lives and how she moves. Y'all don't know this woman. Y'all know the words to Irreplaceable, and that's it. And if it bothers you so much, stop supporting them. Stop buying their music. Stop going to see their movies. Stop buying their merch. At the end of the day, you have to realize that these are human beings that are running a business, and it's all about their money and the people that make the money around them. Like, y'all gotta stop putting these celebrities on pedestals to be these higher moral compasses when it comes to society. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of shitty people out there. And you know what? A lot of them are probably rich, famous celebs. Same with Taylor Swift not denouncing Donald Trump using her music in these ICE ads. Y'all getting all up in arms. Like, let's be honest. Like, if there's... shouldn't be shocking. Look at the new phase of her life. She is aligning herself with Americana and woohoo, and not the Black Fist.
Beyonce is supposed to hang out with billionaires. I repeat, Beyonce is supposed to hang out with billionaires. Beyonce going to the Jared and Ivanka Kushner event, that's very on brand. Beyonce going to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party, that's very much on brand. Members of the Kardashian family being a part of her events, that's very much on brand. Billionaires, no matter their political alliances, no matter what other differences they may have, they tend to hang out with one another. I remember a few years ago on Instagram, I got dragged because I told the Beehive that it's perfectly okay for Kim Kardashian and Beyonce to be cordial with one another. I don't know if y'all remember, but the Beehive has a very strange type of disdain towards Kim Kardashian, especially when she was married to Kanye West and when Kanye West and Jay-Z was publicly on the same side. It's almost like a few Beehive members did not want Kim Kardashian to get, buddy with Kim like Jay-Z and Kanye West was or were or whatever their relationship is. And as a Beehive member, I had to let the other Beehive members know that you don't really know Beyonce. You know her through her music, but you don't really know her. And it doesn't make sense for her to be just flat out rude and unwelcoming to people who are a part of her class, who are a part of her financial group. This is a woman that has said in her songs that she wants to be a Black Bill Gates. She aligns herself with excellence. She aligns herself with luxury. She raps and sings about high class, very haute couture type of clothing items. She loves to be decked out in diamonds. She is not some around the way girl. She never was that. And I literally love her down. However, she can sing Black Parade until she's blue in the face. She can make music videos in front of Cooney Holmes until she can't make another video again. The fact of the matter is, she is a part of the global elite, and that's where she belongs. And it's okay for her to be amongst other billionaires. And I don't get mad at her for doing that. Even though I see myself in her, she's a Black woman from Houston, Texas, just like I am, that is gifted with the gift of music, that can sing down the house. With that being said, I still know that she has an allegiance to the global elite because that's the group that she belongs to. And I think the Beehive needs to wake up.
I'm confused on what y'all want Beyonce to do. Beyonce ain't running for the Senate. She ain't running for the House. She ain't running to be president. Like, she's not a local, congressperson or whatever. Like, do y'all know y'all local, like, representatives in your area? Y'all know their names? Do y'all know? Because the street you live on may need more street lights. Somebody is responsible for that. The littering in some of y'all's area, something could be done about that. There's someone who's responsible for that you vote for. The street light that needs to have a turn signal down the street on such and such car street, that could be that could probably need a change, and someone's probably responsible for that you vote for. Did you vote in the last midterms? Did you vote for the last presidential election? If you answered no and no, and you don't know any of those people's names in your local community, your anger is misplaced. It will behoove you to know your state local representatives' names, figure out what they do and what they're responsible for, and hold fire to their ass like you're trying to hold fire to Beyonce. Beyonce is a celebrity with money. She mingles with other celebrities with money. But you guys are like holding her to some standard as if she's like, what is this? What are you doing? Don't you know there are people responsible for the things that you have issue with in your community? There are people responsible for altering, fixing those things. But you don't even know their fucking names. You don't know their names. Because you probably don't even vote. And if you do vote, you only go for the popular people that you know about. You only vote for the popularity contest, the presidential one. You don't vote for the midterms. You don't vote for anything else. It's ridiculous. It's sad. I really wish we would shift our focus. I really wish we would shift our brains, really. Because honestly, truly, we really should know our state representatives. We should know their names by heart, like that. We should be able to say who they are and what they do, like that. Like we can say Beyonce's name. We should know, but we don't know it. We don't know their names. We don't know it. We don't know their names. So it's just really weird how you guys get on here and complain about Beyonce mingling with the Kardashians. Hey, look, I get it. I'm not really a fan of the Kardashians. I'm not really a fan of them. But it is what it is. They're celebrities. They're rich. They're in tax brackets that you and I don't know nothing about, darling. I mean, hey, and you guys are acting like, they're sitting around not doing, like, how do you know they're not doing anything? You think they're going to get on social media and announce it every 5 seconds, whatever they do, whatever fires they're putting out behind closed doors that we don't know about? You think they're getting on social media and talking about it, bragging about it? Because if they did that, then you talk about them bragging about it. You talk about them so they damn if they do, damn if they don't. So you don't know what they're fighting behind closed doors. You don't know who they're donating to. You don't know what they're doing to combat the SNAP thing. Didn't Beyonce donate like $100,000 or something for? I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. Y'all just gotta find something to complain about when it comes to Beyonce. Y'all gotta find something to complain about. But I need for y'all to really get those damn books that come out every time an election about to come out. I need for y'all to get them damn books that they send you for free in the mail. I need for y'all to study them damn books and know them names and put a picture to their name. And then I need for you to follow them all on Instagram, because they're all on Instagram. All these politicians, all these local people, they all got Instagram accounts. I need for you all to know their names. I need for you to follow them. I need for you to be in the comment section raising hell about stuff that you need in your community. Okay? I need you to vote their ass out next go around if they ain't did shit. That's what y'all need to do. That's how change happens. But y'all are so focused on the popularity contest of the president because what really affects you is the local community. The representatives in your local community, that's what really affects you at the end of the day. That's what really affects you. Your local sales taxes. That shit all affects you. So it's just really weird. It's just really weird. Get it together. Start studying.
Let's be very honest. Beyonce was probably the last person that fans expected to see in the room. We have heard for years that she keeps a distance from the Kardashians. But one of the things that I see people talk about in the comment section is that she never actually said that. Maybe people just assume, made that up and made that into a thing that they start spreading. Maybe it's a misinformation. Who knows? When her name popped out alongside Oprah Winfrey, alongside other big names that attended that birthday party, people were disappointed. They start saying they know that she's not for the people. And if you guys remember, for the past years now, or for the past over a year now, the people have been expecting her to say something about the Palestine. People have this, thing that she's for the people, she's for, especially Black community, like she's for Black people, she stands by Black people and all of that. So seeing her at an event of people who they believe are full-blown Orange Man supporters, they are not happy about it. So basically, people are hurt straight up. They feel betrayed. Like Beyonce wasn't supposed to be in the same room with Kris Jenner's crew, alone partying in the room with them. It's almost as if people are forgetting that Beyonce, it's not her moral compass. She's not revolutionary. This is what people are saying. She is a billionaire businesswoman who moves in high-powered circles, just like all those people in the room. So yeah, they shouldn't be disappointed. But one of the things that I notice people do not want to hear is that the billionaire class actually does move differently. These people are very, very strategic. They will never show up just for cakes and candles. You will see them show up for hashtags, for influence, and for business. That was a networking event in disguise, in my opinion. Beyonce's presence shows that she is playing chess and not checkers. I think a lot of those disappointments also comes from how people feel about Kris Jenner and her circle. They have over the years associated them with cultural appropriation, exploitation, and controversy. And seeing Beyonce in that mix did not sit well with a lot of people and a lot of her fans. It didn't sit well with people who have placed Beyonce on a certain pedestal. Then again, people need to remember that this is not about morals. This is about money, image, and influence. Here's the reality. Beyonce showing up to that party is less about betrayal and more about how the elite world actually works. People need to wake up. People need to understand. People need to be able to differentiate. People need to be able to subtract their feelings that they have with certain celebrities and just face the reality of them. Yes, it's okay to be disappointed, but do not be confused, because at that level, friendship will always look like partnership. I want to hear what you guys think about this whole reaction to Beyonce being at Kris Jenner's party. Do you think people are overreacting? Was that moment a little too much? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I am going to be there as well, reading your comments, because I am very much interested in what you people have to say about those who are now crashing out at the fact that Beyonce was seen at Kris Jenner's 78th birthday party. Let me see you guys in the comment section, and I am going to see you guys in the next one.